My name is Ibikunle Dashur. I'm a civil engineer by training. I studied civil engineering as my first degree. Also, human resource management, business administration, and presently I'm a doctoral candidate in management sciences. I'm the president and CEO of Construct Marshall Limited, a construction company based in Lagos, Nigeria. I became an artist because it's been part of me. I started drawing when I was young, and I picked up, developed the skills when I got into secondary school studying, learning fine art. And since then I've been, trying my hands on different kind of things, artworks, sculpture, painting, and so on. Over the years, I've tried to collect a couple of artworks and also painted a while before I started painting professionally. I got painting professionally recently because I had the time. I had the opportunity of setting up this studio, and it's been a wonderful experience. It starts with the idea in my head. It starts with me filtering ideas. So when something comes to mind, be it color, composition, be it abstraction, mostly starts with colors. And then, so I can say filtering the idea, then preparation. After filtration, I prepare. Once I have an idea of what I want to do, I set out preparing what size, what medium, still on canvas, on wood. So preparation is stretching the canvas, priming the canvas, getting the colors, the paint out, mixing the paint. And the next thing is creation. I may not have any title in mind. Sometimes I do, depending on what the compositions or the ideas in my head is. So, but once the piece is finished, it takes me a while to finally agree in my head with what the painting is, depending on what communication, what the painting is depicting. But title is very important because it gives me an opportunity to express myself, to tell a story. One of the joy I get in painting is because it gives me an opportunity to tell a story, to express myself. Apart from writing, if I cannot preach at the pulpit or at the altar, I can tell a story, I can express myself through my paintings. And it also gives the viewers an opportunity to see from the artist's point of view when they see or hear the title and they're able to depict or they're able to see what the artist is saying. I've got a few techniques depending on what kind of painting I intend to do. Say abstraction, if it's just abstract. For me, I paint abstract intuitively. I don't have to have a specific end in mind. As long as I have the colors, the composition, I paint wet on wet. I use palette knives. I use squeegee, my own homemade squeegee. I use brushes. I paint wet on wet, applying colors, layers on layers. So if that is abstraction, if it's figurative, which are mostly in abstract as well. I sketch. Once I develop the sketch, then transfer that sketch to the canvas or board, using grid lines at times, sometimes just free sketching, and I paint. While I paint, I step back, look at the paint, communicate. So I paint intuitively, and this, you can understand why it is difficult for me to have a goal, an end in mind. The painting communicates the process. The process is clear, but the painting communicates the steps. Now, looking at the paint, I can decide what color goes up there next. And this is what is repeated over and over and over and over and over. This can go on for like 3-4 days. This, applying another layer now, I can leave this, say, for about 3-4 hours, come back. When it's drying up, I'll work on it, reapply, or if I have to go somewhere, I can wrap it up so that it doesn't dry up, come back, but I can't go really too far away from the work. During the pandemic, I find myself restricted to one place. It gave me an opportunity to really improve my creative ability. I had more time to paint, I had more time to reflect. So as much as it was affecting me negatively, on the other hand, it helped me greatly. I can say so far in my professional career, life as an artist, I've been able to do more. I was able to do more during the pandemic because I was basically at the studio here, 24/7, creating, painting, exploring.
On behalf of the board, council of the Society for Art Collection, I welcome you to this event of the society where we're paying a visit. It's a remarkable historical visit to this art house, inspired by the very renowned minimalist and artist Ibikunle Dashur, and I invite a warm round of applause for the artist here. A minimalist, as you will see, is gifted different medium and inspired by post-war, and anyone who's inspired by post-war has to be somebody who has a reconciliatory nature. And so you will see that his works depict some of those moods of hope, reflection, sadness, anxiety, and these are no different from the kinds of expressions that you see in our society for today. I am proud to be the beneficiary of Wabi Sabi, one of his remarkable works, hanging at a place that I can see in the morning and in the evenings as I go out and come back home. And one of the things that Wabi Sabi talks about is perfection in imperfection. And so that we're imperfect in our nature, it's man's quest to strive towards perfection. That is what his Creator has endowed him with. And it is this that inspires Dashur's works.
It is very, very, very interesting and impactful what you guys are doing. It's encouraging for artists, professionally, even personally, that an institution or a distinguished institution like yours will give support, will provide resources for artists to excel, to develop. I think this is what institutional support should be all about. It encourages artists, it encourages them to do more. It encourages them to tell their stories. So it's a very, very, very wonderful initiative. Emerging artists, I would say, sift, brainstorm, prepare, create. And for every medium you have, tell a story. Tell a story until the world is ready to hear it.